Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the book The Ancestor's Tale by Richard Dawkins. This I found to be a really good book. It discusses the evolution of different animals and how they've evolved to the animals that we know today. And it's really interesting because it goes on a sort of, his words are, a sort of pilgrimage, like the Canterbury Tales, and I really liked that comparison. It was really interesting to me. And in my opinion, I think he phrased his book very well for the average person, the non-scientific person, because I'm not a science person. I'm not, that wasn't my major or anything. That's what I mean. I'm not, I wasn't a biology major or anything. I was liberal arts. So I think that he really did a good job of explaining the concept of evolution to the non-scientific mind, and it really put more in perspective this the evolution of life, and how we know it today. And if anyone's interested in this, I would definitely check this book out. I read it on audio, or listened to it on audio, and it was very good, but just like the God Delusion, I don't know if I brought this up in the God Delusion, but just like the God Delusion, there are two different people reading it, and it switches back and forth, and that kind of threw me off, and I wish it would just be him reading the book, or just, there's a lady that was also reading it with him. I think her name is Laura Ward, I think, and I just wish it was either her or him instead of switching back and forth like that. But otherwise, it's a very good read, and he sounds very eloquent, and I love it. And I've heard people criticize him for saying that he's condescending and rude, and I don't get that vibe from him. I mean, he doesn't, I don't know, he talks to people, even if he has disagreements. There's one interview where he's talking to someone, and he was really nice to the man, even though they had crazy differing opinions. They were still very nice to each other, and they were able to have a similar sophisticated conversation. So I really liked that. So if anyone's interested in this book, I would definitely give it a read. Now I'm gonna kind of detour a little bit and talk about, it's kind of a rant about, in some schools, evolution is not taught, even though it's been studied by scientists, starting with The Origin of the Species by Charles Darwin. There are some schools where evolution is not taught, and I know because I've talked to people and about this, and people say that, because I asked them, I said, well, then what did you learn in biology? Because I remember learning about evolution in biology. And so I'm like, well, you took a biology class. What did you learn in biology? And they learned about the cell and things like that. And they do learn about evolution, but they say that, that they tell them that this is just something what some people believe, and it's another theory, and they use the theory, they don't mean scientific theory, they mean theory as what the general term is, if that makes any sense. And this is just something that some people believe, but and someone told me that they just learned God did it and just deal with it. Shut up and God did it. And this makes me very upset because this has been studied. Someone just didn't pull it out of thin air. This has been studied by some of the greatest minds, starting with Charles Darwin, and it's been proven pretty much. Just like the theory of gravity, it's been proven. And this really makes me mad that people are not getting and learning about this, and it's very scary. I read somewhere that you have 44% of Americans do not believe in evolution. That's almost half of the United States. And it's very sad that that's, and to be fair, that's what they've been taught. I'm not saying they're, I'm not looking down on people. And you have people that really want to know, but they can't. If they've been taught one way their whole life, they're not going to. It's really hard to get out of that mindset, and it's very scary, and I don't know. It just baffles me that people do not believe in evolution. Not the fact that they don't believe, but more the fact that some of them were not taught. They were just taught, oh, God did it, and just shut up. Not shut up, but just don't, that's it. You basically don't ask any more questions. And this has been proven, and it's been years. It's been almost, let's see, it was in the 1800s, so almost 150 years? 150 years, maybe. Yeah, 150 years of this being studied. And 44% of Americans do not believe in evolution. And if you are interested in this particular topic, pick up this book at the library. Pick up Origin of the Species to learn where the theory of evolution came from. And just do research. I mean, we live in a world now where we have vast amounts of knowledge at our fingertips. And we're very fortunate in that. So please, just do research, please. Because I think that research and looking up things is one of the greatest things that we have. So, that's all I wanted to say about this particular topic. I know it's not really a long review in itself, but I just didn't want to give too much away. But if you're interested in this kind of stuff, I would definitely pick up The Ancestor's Tale. I'll see you again for another review. Bye.